Good morning, students. Let us continue with the next topic, genetic code. Till now, we have studied about how the DNA is formed from DNA and how RNA is formed from DNA. Now, that two processes, replication and transcription, involves addition of nucleotides from the template nucleotide on the basis of complementarity. But now we have to synthesize protein, which is made up of amino acid, another biomolecule. So, for that purpose, we should understand the concept of genetic code. During the replication and transcription of nucleic acid, a nucleic acid was copied from another nucleic acid. So it was a very easy concept to conceptualize. But the process of translation requires transfer of genetic information from a polymer of nucleotides to synthesis a polymer of amino acids. Neither does any complementarity exist between nucleotide and amino acid, nor they could be drawn theoretically. There existed so many evidences to support the notion that if any change is made in the nucleic acid, there is a change in the amino acid in the protein. So, this led to the proposition of genetic code that could direct the sequence of amino acid during synthesis of protein. If determining the biochemical nature of genetic material and the structure of DNA was very exciting, the proposition and deciphering of genetic code, that is, how which code is there that codes for the amino acid, how the nucleotides code for amino acid, these were most challenging, and in a very true sense they involved involvement of many scientists from the fields of physics, organic chemistry, biochemistry, and genetics. So, physicists, organic chemists, biochemists, and geneticists given their contribution for this work. It was George Gamow, that was a physicist, who argued that since there are only four bases, what four bases? Adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine. And if they have to code for 20 amino acid, sorry, instead of thymine, we will have cytosine in RNA. So, they if they have to code for 20 amino acids, the code should be a combination of bases. He suggested that in order to code for 20 amino acid, the code should have at least 3 nucleotide in a combination. So there was a permutation combination of 4 to the power 3 would generate 64 codons, and generating many more codons than required, because we required only 20 codons. But if we have a pair of 2, we will have only 8 codons, and remaining 12 will be not be there. So for that purpose, it was told by the physicist that it should contain 3 nucleotides at least, providing proof that the codon was a triplet was a more daunting task, very difficult task. The chemical method developed by Hargobind Khorana was instrumental in synthesizing RNA molecules with defined combination of bases, homopolymers and copolymers. Marshall Nirenberg's cell-free system of protein synthesis finally helped the code to be deciphered. Severo-Ochoa enzyme, a polynucleotide phosphorylase, was also helpful in finding all the codons that code for the amino acids and a polymerizing RNA with the defined sequence. Finally, a checkerboard for the genetic code was prepared, which was given in table number 6.1. The table shows the codons for the various amino acids. As we know that a codon is a triplet, there will be 64 codons, and we have to study that which codon codes for which amino acid. Let us understand how the codons are written. First of all, first position, we have to make a 4 by 4 square column, and each square will consist 4 codons, and hence 16 fours are 64 codons we will have. So first position and second position, first vertical position, second horizontal position, and the third will be inside the box vertical. Nucleotides are written in the order UCAG, vertically UCAG, horizontally second position, and UCAG inside the box, that will be the third position of the nucleotide. So in the first box we will have first UUU, all the three U's that code for phenylalanine. Similarly, UUC also codes for the phenylalanine. Then the next 6 codons UUA, UUG, CUU, CUC, CUA and CUG will code for leucine amino acid. Then AUU, AUC and AUA for isoleucine. Only one codon for methionine, AUG. Similarly, there are 3 codons which do not code for any amino acid. In the third column, UAA, UAG are the stop codons, as well as UGA will also a stop codon. Stop codon are the codon that do not code for any amino acid. They are used to terminate the addition of amino acids. The cell and features of genetic code are as follows. The very first is that codon is always triplet. Out of the 64 codons, only 61 code for amino acid and 3 are the stop codons or terminating codons. Some amino acids are coded by more than one codon, hence the code is degenerate. That is, अगर कोई एक कोडॉन आप हटा भी दें तो दूसरे कोडॉन से वही अमीनो एसिड आ सकता है. Means there are more than one codon that can code for the same amino acid. But remember, if UUU codes for phenylalanine, then whenever in any organism, if the codon is UUU, it will code for phenylalanine only. But yes, UUC can also code for the phenylalanine. This is known as degeneracy. Third is codon is read in mRNA in a contagious fashion. That is, there are no gaps or no punctuations in between. No nucleotide is escaped from the reading frame. The code is nearly universal. For example, from bacteria to human, UUU would code for phenylalanine. Some exceptions to this rule have been found in mitochondrial codons and in some protozoa. Otherwise, rest all the organisms have the same reading frame for the codons and the same deciphering of the codons. The next property is that AUG, a codon, has a dual function. First function is that it codes for amino acid methionine, as well as it also acts as an initiator codon. That is, always every polypeptide will begin with methionine as its first amino acid. Hence, it is also known as initiator codon. Next, UAA, UAG and UGA are stop terminator codons, as I told you that they do not code for any amino acid. In the following, the sequence of nucleotides in mRNA. Now predict the sequence of amino acid coded by it with the help of that checkerboard in the table 6.1. So first codon is AUG, because we have to read 3 codons only. There is no gap in between. No nucleotide is escaped from the reading frame. So AUG will code for methionine. Then UUC all are coding for phenylalanine. So this will be the sequence of amino acids according to the sequence in the mRNA. Now, do you face any difficulty in predicting the opposite? If we try the opposite of it, we will be having a difficulty because the codons will be changed. So, this is the fact that if you read it opposite, the frame will shift and the order of the amino acid will be changed. Mutation and genetic code. The relationship between gene and DNA are the best understood by mutation studies. What is mutation? Change in the sequence of DNA is known as mutation. It may be due to addition or deletion or repetition also. Effects of large deletion and rearrangement in the segment of DNA are easy to comprehend. It may result in loss or gain of a gene and so its function. The effect of point mutation will be explained here. A classical example of point mutation is a change of single base pair in the gene for beta globin chain that results in the chain of amino acid residue glutamate to valine. It results into a diseased condition called sickle cell anemia. Effect of point mutation that inserts or deletes a base in a structural gene can be better understood by the following simple example. Consider a statement that is made up of following words, each having 3 letters like a genetic code. Try to read this. Ram has red cap. If we insert a letter B between has and red, then rearrange the statement. Ram has bread DCAP. Similarly, if we now insert 2 letters at the same place, say BI instead of now read it. Ram has bir EDCAP. Now if we insert 3 letters together, say big, the statement would be Ram has big red cap. The same exercise can be repeated by deleting the letters RED one by one. Ram has EDC app. Ram has DCA app. Ram has cap. The conclusion from the above exercise is very obvious. Insertion or deletion of one or two bases change the reading frame from the point of insertion or deletion. However, such mutations are referred to as frame shift insertion or frame shift deletion mutation because these insertion and deletion will change the frame of reading. Insertion or deletion of 3 or its multiple base insert or delete one or multiple codon. Hence, one or multiple amino acids are changed. So reading frame remains same, but amino acids are added or deleted from in between the chain. tRNA, the adapter molecule. From the very beginning of the proposition of code, it was clear to Francis Crick that there has to be a mechanism to read the code and also to link it with the amino acid. Because amino acid have no structural speciality to read the code uniquely. Means amino acid खुद नहीं read कर सकते हैं code को, तो they require tRNA for this purpose. He postulated the presence of an adapter molecule that would on one hand read the code and on the other hand would bind to the specific amino acid. The tRNA, then called sRNA, soluble RNA, was known before the genetic code was postulated. However, its role as an adapter molecule was assigned much later. यानी यही tRNA पहले sRNA के नाम से जाने जाते थे, soluble RNA. बाद में जब कोड डेसिफरिंग हुई तो वो tRNA कहलाने लगे. Structure of tRNA has an anticodon loop that has bases complementary to the code in the mRNA, and it also consists an amino acid acceptor end to which the amino acid binds. Means both of the things have a tRNA consists one anticodon loop and another amino acid acceptor end. tRNAs are specific for each amino acid. For initiation, there is another specific tRNA that is referred to as initiator tRNA. There are no tRNAs for stop codon. Hence, if the no tRNA will bring amino acid, no addition will occur and the chain will be terminated or stopped. In figure 6.12, the secondary structure of tRNA has been depicted that looks like a clover leaf. In actual structure, the tRNA has compact molecule which looks like an inverted L structure. Let us see the structure of an adapter molecule, which looks like a hairpin loop or a clover leaf model. We can see the 3 nucleotides UCA, that is known as anticodon loop. On the 3' end of this molecule, we have amino acid attached. Red 5' to 3' is the mRNA. So, the codon in the mRNA is AGU, complementary to which the anticodon is UCA and it codes for serine. Next tRNA is for codon UAC. So the tRNA consists its codon, anticodon actually, AUG, which codes for tyrosine. So what we have to read it that AGU codes for serine and UAC for tyrosine. Don't link the amino acid according to the anticodon. Actually, amino acid is linked according to the codon. So you have to read the codon and find the amino acid from the checker board or from the table 6.1. So if you see the table, you can see that AGU codes for serine and UAC codes for tyrosine. So this way the protein synthesis occurs. So till now from this chapter we have studied 6.1, 6.2, 6.3, 6.4, 6.5, 6.6, and now we will continue with the next topic 6.7 translation in the upcoming lecture.